like I say, from about 1917 on to about 1970 or 1980, people would say, "Oh, that's top secret, national security, need to know." And it's like the truth was they didn't know. They had no idea who built NORAD. They had no idea who mined the mountain, Cheyenne Mountain, other than maybe some Chinese people. But it was actually probably some Germans. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, I don't even remember exactly more than there was 1 or 2 missile silos there, basically. And pretty much it was a secure location. Like I said, it's hundreds of years old. Other people would say that too. It's hundreds of years old, and it didn't always have that cheesy, crappy like entrance. Like they put a bunch of piping stuff, to try and make it look like a normal mine. Like originally it was this great big white concrete thing that looked all impressive and cool. And then later on, during the 1940s, 1950s, they put up this little sheet metal thing to try and disguise it and make it look like just a normal mine because they're trying to call it whatever. Like I said, Cheyenne Mountain, that was one of my mines. Like I said, there's also a communication site in what's called in the underneath what's it called, that other mountain, Mount Everest. There's also a bigger location underneath Mount Everest or something like that. That might still be top secret or whatever. Anyway, Mount Everest, Cheyenne Mountain, smaller location. Like I said, I know what I built. I know I built I had a team of people digging into that mountain to build a headquarters or something there in Mount Everest. I wanted to have something inside of the biggest mountain, basically. I think I wanted to have a huge complex. Anyway, whatever, like I say. I don't really care. Like I said, lots of people in the government would say it was top secret or need to know or national security. It's like, no, it's not. Give me a break. It's just my building projects. Millions of people, it's top secret, need to know. The truth is they didn't know. They didn't know anything. And lots of children would come along and be like, well, it's like someone's already been here for hundreds of years, thousands of years. All these old buildings, all these old mines. It's like, yeah, well, they were there long before you ever were born. Millions of years. Billions even. Like I said, Germans had their epic existence. Russians, Chinese. Everyone except for black people. They had Papa to blame for that. He never could quite accept the fact that the Lusifer Star. He just read the name White and immediately figured, I guess when he was a child sometime, figured that no white god was good or no white leader was ever good for him. Not really understanding what white was. Like I said, Papa didn't really have a proper education. He used to call himself street smarts. He had ran hookers and stuff like that. Anyway, like I said, most of his gang members, the Bloods and the Crips, are probably more educated than he ever was. He's just an old man. I hope he's dead. I think he's dead. Like I said, he was very much, killing people before they killed him. Just randomly killing whoever. Anyone he suspected as basically being not on his side. He'd have them killed. So, anyway, like I said, oh well. Some people said that there was something wrong with him. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, they tried to give him stuff or give him some sort of thing. Maybe he would turn his life around. But he never did. He just got worse. And most Irish people would probably say the same thing. He just got worse as he got older. He was psychotic. Anyway, not exactly sure why or what it was about him. But anyway, whatever. Like I said, the last time I saw him or knew of him, basically he was dancing around a bomb. Thinking about all the destruction and all the pain he was going to bring or something like that. Anyway, the Bloods and the Crips were helping him for some stupid, strange reason. Anyway, they thought he was someone. They should have asked the Irish about Papa. They could have told him. or even the Middle East. They knew all about him. They knew everything about Papa. Some sick, poor black man from Warsaw. He used to go around slapping girls and jabbing people in the chest with his stupid cane. He had a big spike on the end. He would jab people in the heart. Anyway, whatever. He was a sad, sick man. Basically. A sad, sick black man. Like I say, I'm not racist. Papa was. His name, I don't know what his name was. Anyway, he was around Warsaw, he was around other cities. Basically, he would sling his cocaine or whatever, or opium mostly. And he always complained about his bones hurting or some shit like that. Saying that he was this, saying he was that. Like I said, a lot of black people, probably because Papa lied. Like he taught his people to lie about everything. Anyway, he didn't even know what the truth was. He kept on getting kicked out of towns, he didn't know why. Shit like that. Or at least he pretended, I don't know. Oh well, anyway, good luck with that. Like I said, Bloods and Crips, you guys are in trouble. Real serious trouble. Like I said, you don't even know it. Anyway, he threatened me one time, told me about how he was gonna make sure that his black people were like a plague onto the world. He said that said that about everyone. Said that to everyone, basically. Yeah, Harlem and Wolf people. People from New Orleans. Like I said, there was money in New Orleans, quite a bit of it. And I even paid for a flood control system. Papa never did anything. He was just some liar that was black and ran around lying about everything. Pretending like he had the inside scoop. It's like, I have the inside scoop, boy, and you're going to teach you, blah, blah, blah. Crazy ass black guy. So anyway, good luck with that. I'm sorry that you had such bad leadership. So anyway, whatever. Like I said, go ask Warsaw about Papa. Or about, or a lot of other cities. Just some sad, strange black person that got his moment of joy when he finally got access to some old military weapons or bombs. Oh well. Like I said, he spent every dime of the Bloods and the Crips' money. They're probably broke. You could say he took down the whole black race with him too. Shrug. He got to bomb a city though. He got to do a lot of bad things. So. Sorry about that, black people. Go talk to Papa. The black guy. You know, like I said, Warsaw, he used to wear, like I said, very accurate description. You know, basically fur coats, silver canes, gold canes, sharpened to a point. Ran around Warsaw. Ran around a bunch of other places. Tried to say that he owned a car company or something like that. Like I said, he only had like a 6th grade education or a 5th grade education. He thought he was smart because he lived on the streets. Anyway, whatever. Good luck with that. Anyway. Yeah. Nothing worse than bad management. So, well, you know, he got to bomb a few cities and even nuke a few cities. I built the LSF-A and was Lusifer Star. So anyway. Oh well. I guess the Bloods and the Crips should actually find out who is actually leading their gang or their group.